Today, we're diving into a company with a really radical new idea for cleaning up our atmosphere. They're called 280 Earth, and they were born out of Google's Moonshot Factory with a huge mission to pull massive amounts of CO2 right out of the air we breathe. So let's kick things off with a pretty challenging question. For decades, the whole conversation around climate change has been about one thing: cutting our emissions. And look, that's absolutely critical. But what do we do about all the CO2 that's already up there? That's the legacy problem.
And the scale of that legacy problem? Well, it's just staggering. To stop the worst effects of climate change, experts agree we need to remove this much CO2 from the air: 190 gigatons. It's a number so big, it's kind of hard to even wrap your head around.
So let's try to put that into perspective. Just picture the incredible power and sheer volume of water thundering over Niagara Falls. Now, imagine all of that water for 2 entire years. That's the weight of the CO2 we need to somehow pull out of the sky. Okay, so the scale of this thing is just immense. And to really get it, let's take a quick look at how we even got here. And that number, 280, well, that's actually where the company 280 Earth gets its name from. Before the Industrial Revolution, atmospheric CO2 was sitting at a stable 280 parts per million. Today, we've shot all the way up to 425, and it's still climbing. We are in completely new territory for humanity. This massive CO2 problem creates this huge technology gap. Right now, our global capacity for what's called direct air capture, or DAC, is tiny. But by 2030, we need to scale it up to 85 megatons a year, and by 2050, almost 1,000. The gap is it's enormous. We need a breakthrough, and we need it fast.
And this is exactly where 280 Earth's story kicks off. Back in 2018, a team at X, Google's Moonshot Factory, started tackling this very problem. But they didn't just try to improve what already existed. They asked a fundamentally different question.
And that question, that was the game changer. See, the biggest headache with direct air capture is that it just chugs energy, which makes it super expensive. The team had this light bulb moment. What if they could run a system on waste heat? All that low-grade energy just pouring out of factories and data centers. They could slash the cost and maybe, just maybe, make this work at a massive scale. So here's the difference, right? Most methods need crazy high heat to work, which makes them complicated and costly. 280 Earth's whole approach is designed from the ground up to run on that low-grade waste heat instead, which could potentially cut the cost by 2/3. That is a massive deal. But, a low-heat system, that needed a totally new kind of material. They had to literally invent something that could grab CO2 from the air and, this is the key part, let it go without needing a ton of energy. The team came up with this perfect, simple way to think about their invention: a CO2 sponge. It's a material that literally soaks up carbon dioxide right out of the air. And, just like a sponge you'd use in your kitchen, once it's full, it can be wrung out to release the pure CO2 and then be used all over again. So what is this stuff, really? It's a brand new sorbent they developed after testing over 700 different chemical combinations. It all starts with these simple, cheap, non-toxic silica pellets. Those pellets are then coated with a special chemical that's designed to stick only to CO2, making it an incredibly efficient and totally reusable capture machine. Okay, so that's the magic material, but how does it actually work in a real system? Well, the whole process breaks down into 4 key steps. It all starts with huge fans pulling regular air into a chamber. Inside, these sorbent pellets are blown around kind of like snowflakes in a snow globe, which maximizes their surface area to grab onto CO2. Once they're saturated, the pellets move to another chamber where a little bit of low heat and a vacuum wring out the pure CO2. That CO2 gets compressed for storage, and the clean sorbent, it just cycles right back to the beginning to do it all over again. And what's so cool about this whole system are the byproducts. It releases clean, CO2-free air back into the world. It also generates about 2 tons of clean water for every single ton of CO2 it captures, which can then be used for things like industrial cooling. And it does all this while being powered by over 80% industrial waste heat. It's a really elegant loop. Now, to make this whole complex dance of chemistry and mechanics work perfectly, everything is optimized by AI. The software is constantly learning, adjusting things like airflow, temperature, and the speed of the sorbent to adapt to changing conditions and just max out the amount of CO2 being removed at all times. Okay, so this isn't just some idea stuck in a lab anymore.
After graduating from Google's Axe and becoming its own independent company, 2080 Earth has taken this moonshot idea and planted it firmly on the ground. Back in May of 2024, their very first plant fired up in the Dalles, Oregon. Right now, it's capturing 500 tons of CO2 per year. But that's just phase one. The plan is to scale this single site up to capture over 20,000 tons a year, with a whole lot more facilities planned across the country. But the ultimate goal here, it's global. At full scale, the team believes their technology could remove 12 gigatons of CO2 from the air every single year. Now remember that huge 190 gigaton legacy problem we talked about at the beginning? Yeah, a technology like this could actually start taking a real bite out of it. And that really leaves us with this fascinating final thought. This technology completely reframes something we've always seen as a problem, industrial waste heat, and turns it into the fuel for a potential solution. It makes you wonder, what if the very centers of our industrial world could also become the centers of our planetary cleanup?